I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we're here to talk about what's going on at Fiserv Forum between the almost said New Jersey Nets, Brooklyn Nets, and the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight game. Bucks are down 103-99. We completely choked in the fourth quarter. We don't even have 20 points. This was a complete atrocity. We gave this game away. I like to blame a few people. I first like to blame Doc on some of these just atrocious lineups. Just atrocious lineups he's putting in there. Repeatedly playing DeLon Wright. I don't want to hear about DeLon Wright getting playing time to get traded. Who wants DeLon Wright? So let's just take that out the equation. He shouldn't even be in the game. Where was Ajax at? I'd rather have Ajax in there than DeLon Wright. And then Bobby P gave us nothing in the second half. Brook Lopez gave us nothing in the second half. We completely collapsed in the second half, along with turnovers. 21 turnovers in this game. 21 turnovers. You can't beat anybody turning the ball over like that. I'm also questioning Doc's intelligence. It's like he doesn't even see what's going on the floor. You see Milton or Shake Milton or Milton, whatever his name is, it doesn't matter what his name is. You see him going off, you don't do nothing. I'm very concerned, Bucks Nation, win, lose, or draw, about Glenn Rivers being our coach in the playoffs, because I'm not comfortable with his situational awareness or his IQ. Because some of the stuff that I just see out here is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And Bobby can kill momentum so quickly with some of these bad shots, not passing the ball. I saw wings in both corners open all the time when Bobby's doing that dribbling back to the back to the back. It's just, I'm just getting frustrated by some of the stuff I see. Like, it's just ridiculous. We shouldn't even be losing to no team like this. But some of these stupid lineups that we had out there for extended minutes was just ridiculous. Jesus. Chris Middleton had 6 turns. Let's get into these numbers. And y'all, I'm a little upset now watching this game. My bad. Salute the friends and family. Salute the Bucks Nation. Happy holidays to everyone. Your boy has returned. Let's take a look at these numbers. Bobby Portis, 18 points. And look at them. Hey, look at his plus minus, friends and family. Minus 16. Even though he had 18 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. 4 turnovers, minus 16. Chris Middleton, 18 points, 6 turnovers. You know what? We got to be real about our assessment of Chris Middleton. He is officially Klay Thompson status. It ain't got nothing to do with the injury. It ain't got nothing to do with restricted minutes. None of that. He's just not the same. And Bucks Nation needs to come to that realization too. I don't think Chris Middleton's the same. I'm watching him move. His dribbling is even worse now. He's getting his pocket picked every time. His dribbling package is up there with DeLon Wright. So we're going to have to kind of temper our expectations of Chris Middleton. If you guys aren't paying attention, he's a lot slower than he used to be. If you're not paying attention, he's a lot slower than he used to be. That's why he keeps using the Magic Johnson back to the basket dribbling package. He can't go past anyone else like that no more. So we're going to have to really temper our expectations of Chris Middleton moving forward. I don't see what he used to be anymore. I still think he can give us 14, 15 points a game. But if we're looking for elite Middleton, he'll have good games every now and again. But to be consistent, I think those times are past Chris Middleton. I mean, the turnovers are back happening. Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Can't believe we lost to these scrubs. They're not even good. Poor defense, no rebound. It's the same thing. We don't box out. We don't play smart defense. People running wild open. It doesn't make sense. Why wasn't Ajax playing LG? You tell me. I'm not calling dude Doc ever again. Glenn Rivers from now on. You call him Doc, I'm gonna ban you from this chat. He ain't smart. Glenn Rivers out here just doing anything, putting any type of lineup out here. No rhyme or reason. Ridiculous. And we didn't even shoot that bad. 50% from the field, 40% from 3, 8 of 12 from the free throw line. But this is what killed us, 21 turnovers. You can't turn the ball over at this clip and expect to win. You just can't, period. That's ridiculous. I can't believe that. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Brook Lopez did play strong in the first half. He did help us get to an early lead. Bobby Portis played well in the first half. Andre Jackson Jr. had two nice dunks, 8 points. I really think he should have played way more minutes, in my opinion. I think Ryan Rollins playing is very good. I like his game. I like his defense. I like that he can at least dribble through his legs. I did like to see Taurean Prince at least aggressive today. He was 3 of 6 from the three-point line. So I did like that. 9 points, +5. DeLon Wright somehow was +5 and no points with 2 air balls, I believe. Gary Trent Jr. did look good out there, 6 of 10, 14 points. AJ Green, 8 points, but it just wasn't enough. 15 for 20 from the free throw line for them, 39 of 82, 47%, 42% from 3. Noah Clowney, I don't even know who that is, 20 points. Cam Johnson at 27. Cam Johnson got game. I'll give him that. Nick Claxton with 13. Keon Johnson with 12. Shake Milton is a G League player, and he got a dub on us because we made no adjustments to him hitting those threes. Just letting him shoot. Absolutely ridiculous, this team. And before any of y'all come in here talking about how Bobby been playing well, please tell me the record, too, of the teams that Bobby been going off on. Let's talk about that, too. Ridiculous. Can't believe I come back home to this. Middleton is a joke right now, bro. Middleton can't dribble. Who can dribble better, DeLon Wright or Chris Middleton? Man, we got to make some improvements out here. We got to start trying. If he wants to try playing some player, try some of these young guys. Where's Tyler Smith? I'm also just upset about but Bobby P. Like, he can just stop the ball. He takes bad shots. I still want him moved, especially while he's playing well. I'm still not a fan of Bobby Portis. I'm gonna tell y'all that right off the rip. What up, Pass? Let me tap you in. Absolutely ridiculous. Come back to these dudes playing like damn fools. What up, Pass? What's the deal?
You hear me?
Yep, you loud and clear. What's good, Pass?
All right. So the game looks like it's over. It's 20 seconds left. There's good and bad in this game. The good is Brooke played well early on. That's really it.
Right. Bobby P did play well early.
Bad team merchant.
Yeah, bad team. Y'all, absolutely. We're not going to even play those games.
I was excited for this game only because they did well those last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Literally, if they had less turnovers, they would have won this game.
But the turnovers were egregious. And Middleton, it's bad, bro. It's bad. And Middleton's dribbling. Talk about it, Pass. Come on, man.
Middleton's dribbling is bad, but I don't think he's the worst player here. Even still, I know
absolutely not.
You said this earlier. Who's better, dribbling wise? It's still Middleton. DeLon is that bad.
DeLon is terrible.
DeLon is Doc's
He's not playable. He's just not playable.
DeLon is Doc's version of George Hill.
I agree.
The exact same type of player. May get you one good game occasionally. He played well against the Wizards. That's really it.
Yeah, it's just
Doesn't do
crazy.
much. He doesn't. He had an open three. He had it in his hand for like a good 10 seconds. They were daring him to shoot. Almost missed. Almost airballed it still.
DeLon Wright had like 2 or 3 air balls today. Like they were bad air balls.
Look,
Just
yeah,
bad.
this loss especially is on Doc because the rotations were just atrocious
But
the
they
whole
were
game.
atrocious. Just bad.
We shouldn't need one of Giannis or Dame to win this game, especially since their demon that always killed us isn't even playing. He's not on this team anymore. He's
Bro.
over. He's in the Warriors right now. We don't want to deal with him anymore.
This is just ridiculous. Hold on one second, Pass. Let me holler at some of the people in the chat here real quick. Let me shout out the people. This game frustrated me. It took me all out of my normal rhythm. And salute to Pass. Hope you had a good holiday too, bro. Hold on one second. Salute to Jeff Riley. What up, Sage? What up, Patricia P? OG Queen of the chat. Appreciate you tapping in. Bucks #1. Dre West, my dude. What's good? Mr. Cool, the living legend. Rigo in the building. Oliver Story, what's good? Pronte, what's good? Derek Stevenson, what's good? Sadowski, I see you. Brandon King Carter, Mr. One Game at a Time in the building. Nicholas Hazlitt, I see you. What's good, bro? Appreciate you tapping in. What up, Scales? Appreciate you tapping in. Greg Delaney, appreciate you tapping in. Mr. Priceless, Mia Kim. Boy, Mommy ×2, I see you. Appreciate you tapping in. Jackson McDermott, it's been a minute, bro. Salute. Make sure I holler at everybody for me and Pass get the chopping this fable up here. William Johnson in the building. What's good? All right, let's get into it. Go ahead, Pass. It's on you.
All right, since we didn't do lives for the other two games, I'll
Right.
go with those two games first. They played well those two games because that's what we expect to see
Right.
of old Bucks when Giannis is down, who's gonna step up?
Right.
Players stepped up this game offensively wise, but they did not get any stops that we needed them to do, especially
At
in
all.
The fourth quarter is where it all went to. Actually, it was the third quarter. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it was the third quarter, and then we got outscored 35-23 in the fourth.
Literally, if that was 28, 29, you win the game. Even if you get outscored, you still win the game.
Right.
You don't even have to beat them in the quarter. You just have to make sure it's close enough. That's a fifth. What is that? What is it? 23 and what?
23-35.
Yeah. Six more points. You win. You probably win the game.
Correct.
What?
Yep.
Two threes. That's it. That's two threes.
But the problem is you can't turn the ball over in the NBA 21 times and expect to win. I just don't think that's feasible.
Yes, I mean that's their game plan though. That's how the Nets have been playing this whole year is try to get as many turnovers as possible. They're playing a lot like how the Pacers used to play.
Okay.
Playing very quickly, shooting a lot of threes, making sure to run in transition. That's their whole game plan.
I agree.
This team is old, so they can't really match that.
Right. If we just don't play smart basketball all the time, I swear I think Bobby's a momentum killer. He takes bad shots at the worst time. He fouls at the worst time. What are they doing in film study?
I don't know if it was Steve Novak or the lady, I forgot her name, but one of them said that when Brooks scores 20, the Bucks have been 4-0 or whatever.
Right.
As soon as they said that, we lost. So
and you know when else we always win? When Bobby has 4 assists, and we lost again. We lost that one too.
Yeah, they gotta be quiet when anytime they bring up the stuff up about them. You don't bring that up. Only we bring that up. You don't bring that up.
Right, exactly. He said, only we bring that. Right. Hey, Mr. Cool said Christmas gift to Brooklyn.
You know damn
well. Yo, that's exactly what it is.
The thing, there ain't no Brooklyn fans, first of all. I live here. They ain't none. There's 2. I know one of them. He does not care. He stopped watching this team. He's like, I don't really care about this team anymore.
Right. It's just ridiculous. And to have so much positive momentum and then just to have a stinker at home in front of friends and family like this and to lose like this in a game you had complete control, but due to poor defense and just bonehead plays. How many times were people passing to somebody that's right on the baseline where they had no room to move? It's like, are you thinking at all? Are you
Uh,
are you
Yeah.
thinking at all? Why would you pass to someone in such a compromised position? How many turnovers did we have right on the baseline?
To
How
be
many?
fair, two of those 100% were fouls on the Nets. So I
But we
don't
know
know
we're
what.
not gonna get those fouls, so why even put yourself in that position and pass to
Especially
somebody around two people?
no, that I agree with. But dude, these refs were just blowing whistles like nonstop.
Yeah, I agree.
Look, should Chris have gotten an offensive foul on that play? Yeah. I don't think it's a flagrant one. That was not intentional. That man had no space to go anywhere. What do
Facts.
you want him to do? I gotta create
What
space
do you want?
somehow.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying, Pass. They don't think.
As soon as that happened, that game was over because that's essentially that was the momentum shifter.
20 turnovers? Over 20 turnovers? You should never win a game if you have over 20 turnovers. Even though they had 21, ours were way worse. At way worse points in the game.
Our point, I think a lot of our turnovers didn't even get at points anyway, so it didn't even matter. You got a turnover, but it didn't cause anything.
So we had 32 points off turnovers. They had 25. We had 9 fast break points. They had 12. It was really the free throws that really killed us and the 3-pointers.
A lot of
And
those
I
free
just
throws were
guess when we had our turnovers were bad.
yeah, because
If you
it's
look at these
all
stats, we both look like bad teams. I'm just
it was.
keeping it real. If you look at the stats.
The simple thing is, look, the Bucks are a bad team without without Giannis and Dame. It's that simple. You missed your two best players, you're gonna look terrible. We're not the Magic where they have like offensive defense. We have like amazing defense. Our defense is good. It's better than last year, but it's not elite.
What up, Humility?
It's above average. That's it.
It is, yeah, I agree. I agree.
That you can't
We
really
just gotta
afford that.
play better. We just
Yeah,
have to play. It's not even better. The Bucks need to be disciplined. I just wish we had a coach that.
yeah. This loss is 100% on Doc. Because dude, these rotations are something else. I was
These
like,
rotations, and I see y'all in the chat trying to cap for Doc talking about he playing the line to showcase him to get him traded. Traded to who? Lifetime Fitness
you don't need to
for a
showcase the
lifetime
line.
membership? Where
He
is
gets
he
paid.
going?
Played the vet minimum. You don't showcase a player like that. You
Thank
showcase
you.
Pat. Pat, you can showcase. Because at least he has some value. You have more money to send out. You don't showcase a guy who makes 3 million. Not even three
That's
million.
all
Makes
I'm
2 million.
saying. Doc was out there just putting people out there. He had Rollins out there, DeLon Wright, AJ Green, Bobby P, and I can't even remember the other person. I'm just like, Jesus, this is an awful lineup.
It was either
Was it
Gary.
Gary Trent?
It was Gary Trent occasionally, and then it was who was up?
Ridiculous.
And then Torian Prince. One of the two. It was a flip around with them two.
Hold on one second. Let me get the super chat. I'm gonna tap you in, Bleacher Report boss. Hey, Nicholas, appreciate the $2 super chat. All will be well come New Year. Happy holidays. Bucks Nation. Salute. Appreciate that. Good positive vibes. Good positive vibes. Salute. Tap you in, Bleacher Report. Then you can go ahead and keep going there, sir. What up, Bleacher Report boss? Go ahead, pass.
All right. Yeah, so let me talk about the other games. I don't care about this game anymore.
We gotta talk about this one. We got
right. I'll continue on this one.
Yeah.
Because I have to. I don't want to, but I have to. It's literally that simple. Like everything I just said, it's just turnovers. That's it. It's simple as that. Turnovers and bad rotation. Why Ajax did not play more minutes, I don't understand.
Bucks Nation, please explain to me what Pass just said. Where was Ajax in the second half, and why was he not playing? What is Glenn Rivers doing? Do y'all feel comfortable with Glenn Rivers as your playoff coach?
Look, I'll give Doc a pass in this one game because it's the one. This game was bad, but it wasn't the worst one I've seen from him.
Right.
Because he's had way worse than this. This was winnable, but Jesus, I don't know what to tell you about from what Doc
Right. Just like that, exactly. What up, B Shack? Shout
I
out
gotta
to
say
you.
one
Happy
more thing.
holidays.
What up?
I gotta bring
What
up one
up?
more thing.
Okay, go
I gotta
ahead,
since
Pat.
everyone
Then we gonna go to
we
the
got a
VP, then go to B Shack.
we got a full. Everyone's here. I'd rather have Pat playing over DeLon. That's how bad it is. That's
I
how
agree with
bad he's
that.
been.
I
I'd rather
agree with
have
that.
Pat.
100%. 100%.
At least Pat's gonna try to show effort. He's not gonna do anything, but he'll try.
Right. Right. He'll try. Exactly. Hey, Chris lost this game, Crypto Parker. There's some validity to that. There's validity to that.
It's not
Some.
all on him, but yeah,
Yeah,
he was
he
a
has a
part of it.
percentage, but I won't say all on him. He, my boy, Miller down. Shout out to Puerto Rico. Trey Middleton is wild. That will not happen, sir. That will not happen. All
What's
right,
your
it's on
time?
you. It's on you, VP. Then we'll go to B Shack. What's good, bro? Happy holidays to you. How you feel about today's game, bro? Hey, y'all, let's get the likes up. Get the
Yeah,
likes up? It's for the free 99. Come on, y'all. What's
come on, get
good?
the lights up. Get the lights up, people. The first half I was okay with until they just kept on letting them get back in the game, and then it just
Hold on, VP. Hold on. So you were okay with them having 7 turnovers in the first quarter?
I wasn't happy with turnovers. I ain't said nothing about turnovers. I said it was shooting. I wasn't thinking about the turnovers. Was getting me mad. I was trying to be okay with it, but it just after the second half, it got worse. The second half, third quarter got worse in the second half. So I ain't gonna sit there. I said first half, second half they got worse.
They got worked in the second. It's always that third quarter. That third quarter is a monster.
Oh, it just turnover after turnover. Chris just can't. He's bubbling. He's like dribbling the ball, and he's just going
I
past him.
want
He getting
B
picked
Shack
up.
to focus in on Middleton when he get his turn. But go ahead. I want him to die because I know I'm seeing you. I know what you about to do. Go ahead, VP. Go ahead.
You go against Mills, all you gotta do he do a little move, pick his pocket right there, just pick his pocket. They just kept picking
They kept picking his pocket. It looked like me watching my daughter dribble and just bow, bow, bow every time. Chris looked like he was a senior citizen playing with young men out there, respectfully.
He got senior citizen ankles, so I mean, there's that.
And then some people got mad, like, well, you getting that Milton. I'm like, this is what we're talking about with Milton. Dribble Milton out of the game, man. He'll dribble out of the game if you let him. Then Bobby, black hole
like I
Bobby.
said, we got to start to temper our expectations with Middleton.
Yeah.
He's gonna be up and down for the rest of the year, I think.
I mean, I'm happy this league's on the court. I'm happy this league court playing, but man, he is so limited though playing. He can't. It's times he can't go in the hole without getting knocked over, and he's all.
All right, let's think of the positive. There's one.
Like 200 some pounds.
There's one positive to this.
Okay, go ahead. Pass it back to you, VP.
The fact that Middleton is shooting better, at least,
than
he was before. When Dame is back, or even Giannis is back, Chris will be probably he won't have 8 turnovers because he won't have the ball as much doing this. So that's the one positive about this. He's gonna be your lead scorer, so that's what they're doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Middleton ended with 7 turnovers. Let me correct myself. They just updated it. Middleton had 7 turnovers today. Carry on.
Who they get the other turnover to instead? Was it Andre? Was it AJ Green?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Honestly, AJ Green has not been great these few games. I'll be honest.
No, he didn't have any turnovers. Ryan Rollins had 4. Middleton had 7. Portis had 4. As far as leading the way in turnovers, and Gary Trent had 3.
Wait, Portis only had 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
gonna say like he had like 20 or this game.
AJ had low IQ today. Low IQ. I'm talking about to the ground IQ. Like 3 seconds left, and you get the ball. You trying to give it to me? No, shoot the damn ball.
Right.
Like what you doing? Shoot the ball. You got no time left. You gotta. I mean, I'm happy they're playing now. to when Giannis get back. But the problem is you guys can't create shots when you need to create shots.
And we don't put any pressure on the damn rim is the problem. 12 free throws is because we not putting pressure on the rim. When Giannis is there, pressure is on the rim. Dame is there, pressure is on the rim. We put no pressure on the rim at all to try to get to the line. 12.
Now,
I think I got an easy fix for Chris for his handles.
Pass.
He needs to start putting chalk on his hands because his hands are way too sweaty to be
He said put chalk. Like, what do you put some stickum on there? Well, hold on. Let's get to B-Shack real quick and we go spin the block. B-Shack.
I know B-Shack at this point, so let me go before he hits it up.
Okay.
Now, I watched Gilbert Arenas after the Bucks won the cup. He said, Gilbert Arenas said this, and I was passed until I watched the game. Now, he said that beyond Giannis and Dame, after that, they didn't know what the hell they're doing. The offense don't know what they're doing. Everybody's like chicken heads. And I tried not to think about that, but he's right. Man, they don't know what they're doing. Like, they're trying to make plays, but it's like they're not necessarily doing what they should be doing. Brooks should be in the paint. And I remember when Brooks hitting those threes earlier, you texted and said, why did Clay shoot these threes? Why?
Right.
And that should be the case. He should be in the hole. He was getting a couple more in the hole, and I'm like, you 7 foot whatever. You should be dunking on these guys. Who's going to stop him? Claxton? Is Claxton going to stop him?
He's too busy shooting threes.
That's your problem right there.
Right.
He's getting in the hole more. Like, we're trying to get another big just because we want somebody in the hole, getting in the hole. Why are we getting another guy for Brook Lopez to help him out if he's the only one should go in the hole? Which is Giannis. What we doing here?
Right.
Why so many threes? And you know we need to get to the rack. Everybody, like I had read about this a couple days ago. Everybody wants to shoot like threes like them Boston Celtics. We cannot be doing that. Mix it up. Push it in, push it out. Push it in, push it out. But no, they want everybody want to. Oh, would it be?
But in their defense, we didn't have the talent out on the court to be pushing it in and out. I mean, you have Brook, but Brook is just abandoned that, so it's not realistic. I actually kind of agree with Gilbert. Without Dame and Giannis, we don't have a real identity offensively at all. Defensively either. I mean, Brook played well in the first half, faded in the second half. But let's get to B-Shack. Go ahead, B-Shack. It's on you, sir.
What's going on? Big to report, boss. Pass. Amara. Holiday blessings to you guys.
Thank you, bro.
Salute to the chat. Let me start at 30,000 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel like the Bucks are showing a lot of arrogance right now because I don't think Giannis and Dame are so much hurt as they looked at the schedule and felt like these are weak teams they can get their rest in.
Mm-hmm.
It's arrogance. It's not like Brooklyn doesn't play well against them and play hard against them. It's not like the Bulls don't play hard against them and sometimes play well against them. I just think the Bucks are trying to take advantage of the schedule.
Agreed.
And they just feel like we could just beat these teams. I don't think we can. We turn our season around, but we have no right to look down on any opponents. We really don't.
He's talking.
We really don't. So I would have loved to see them take the opposite approach. Ride the momentum coming out of the cup and just start pounding teams.
Well, they make
get confidence way up and just bring your full team and just let people know, yeah, we're back. Yeah, what up?
Right.
But instead, you take the foot off the gas and try to cruise. I just don't get it, man. Maybe they're more hurt than what I thought. I heard someone on the broadcast say if there's a playoff team, they could a playoff game they would probably play. So I don't really appreciate that. I really don't, man.
I like that. You cannot pull with the left did last year. They won the cup, and all of a sudden they want to ease back and all that.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. And let me also say this. I thought that AJ Green became more of an option because Gary Trent got off to a really slow start. Now Gary Trent is playing a lot better now.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I celebrate AJ Green, and I think it's becoming a narrative now that I think the narrative is a little above his play right now, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think Gary Trent should get some of his minutes back because if you look at it, and he's playing well. He shot 2 for 2 for the 3-point range,
6 of 10.
6 for 10,
Mm-hmm.
+3, and there's not that much difference, in my opinion, between his defense and Green's defense, personally.
Hold on one
Because
second. Hold on 1 second, Beach. I just want to get Dr. Smith's super chat. Dr. Smith, appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Yeah, you for sure might not want to give me the link tonight. Oh, I'm giving you the link, sir.
Yeah, I want it.
Don't you worry. You're getting the link, sir.
yeah,
You're getting the link. Go ahead,
Hey,
B-Shaq.
I got time tonight. I ain't going to work time tonight. I got
so
to fire, man. Shoot, I got time. I
Go
want
ahead,
y'all.
B-Shaq.
so I think Trent should get some more minutes,
I agree with
either
that.
from Green or from my man DeLon Wright, man. Why? I mean, come on, man. Come on.
Get it.
Even if you don't lower Green's minutes,
Big
you just
Johnny beach ball.
take away Wright's minutes, man.
Right.
Yo, his legs don't even look sturdy, man. I look at his legs, look
He said
all
his
shaky,
legs
man.
don't. He said his legs don't look sturdy. What?
They don't, man. They don't.
And he got the
And
Bernard Hopkins legs. Did y'all ever see Bernard Hopkins' last fight and remember his legs? That's how the right legs look. If y'all don't know who Bernard Hopkins is, Google his last fight and look at his legs. It looked like DeLon Wright, and that's the same reason he got knocked out the ring.
Was it versus Tigers leg versus Jake Paul?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Mike Tyson.
so,
Go ahead,
so,
BJ.
so I gotta give Brooks his props. Brooke got hot tonight. I never seen Brooke that hot
Mm-hmm.
on 3-point range. He was cooking with 3-point range. Um, Bobby, he's playing decent. I mean, he got that tie up. He got that, jump ball tie up. I think Bobby, Bobby can't help. He's born with the basketball IQ. His basketball IQ is his basketball IQ, but I think he's playing pretty well. I also think, as far as Chris is concerned, I can't dog Chris too much. But what needs to happen though is Chris only needs to handle the ball once we get across half court. Let the
Agreed.
point guard, let Rollins handle the ball until you get to the front court. Chris don't need to be doing a lot of speed dribbling in traffic
Right.
because he be mocking time. He don't be going nowhere, man. He just legs just be like this, man. Like his legs be going like this.
But it's what you said before in a couple lives, like, and people are like, "Oh, it's just because he's back from injury. His burst ain't there." B-Shaq, I'm
It's,
watching it. It's not there.
it's, it's not there, Eddie, but he's trying to. You can see him trying to bust out, but he's lost a step and a half or so. So, my overview is the fact that I feel like the Bucks are trying, instead of saying we're gonna take advantage of this short schedule, this soft part of the schedule, and just blow people out, get some confidence, for when the better teams come. They're taking the approach. We're going to take the metal off the pedal with our stars. We'll get them rest and then bring them back against the good teams. And I just don't think, we need to fall back, man. Get off our high horse a little bit because we won the cup. But come on, man, you didn't win the championship. So why take this approach? I just don't agree with it. Ajax, I liked a couple of things. Ajax to get a little more confidence going to the hole.
Yeah,
Um,
just cutting today.
Salute no
Yeah,
strays.
I think he needs. I think they need to continue to press him to continue to do that. To continue to do that. I don't think. I think he should have been in the game in the last 3 minutes because they were scoring on us. We needed some stops. So, but that's Doc Rivers, his some of his rotations a little questionable, but I just think they're taking the wrong approach.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm about to head out, so I'm gonna say
Okay.
one last thing. I just remember this. They double teamed Ben Simmons on the 3-point line.
Yeah, I remember that.
I wasn't even
And
gonna bring that up, Pat. I was gonna let that one
yeah,
go.
and then they left. They left their
Double
best player
at the 3-point line.
in trade talks right now because every team wants him. They left Cam Johnson open the whole time, and then he gets a 4-point play because of it, because they closed out too late. Know your personnel. That's the one thing. I'm 100% sure this team does not look at the scouting report.
Can you
They
repeat what you just said again? I think
Yeah.
that's very key. No,
This is the reason why we lose. The main reason why this team always loses these dumb games like this is because they don't look at their scouting reports. They don't look at, oh, this player does that, this player does that. They don't do that. They just play the games.
facts.
They look at they may watch the game, but they're not taking anything in. They're just watching. It's like watching a YouTube video trying to fall asleep. You're just putting it on just to fall asleep. That's it.
Right.
There's no information coming in. That brain ain't taking anything in. This ain't no osmosis. You think Bobby's taking stuff in? No. He's gonna do the same thing over and over again.
Facts.
The only person who's actually paying attention to the film is Giannis and Ajax. And
yeah,
Dame.
maybe Giannis and Ajax.
That's it. No one else can
pay
attention to this stuff.
All right, man. Pass. Appreciate you, sir. Happy holidays. You got something else? Go ahead, Pass.
That's it. I'm out.
I
I got so tired about that. I held it in before, but I just remembered again because I forgot about it, and I was like, wait, they did do that in clutch time at the worst time.
All right, man. Appreciate you tapping in, Fresh. Shout out to Jersey. Happy holidays to you, and see you in the next live, my dude.
I'm about to go play some Marvel Rivals, man. I gotta cool off.
Nice. All right, Pass. Go. All right, sir. About to tap you in. Hold on.
Should we be concerned about Dame?
There he is.
Should we be concerned about Dame?
No.
What? As far as,
I mean, I'm saying I think they're rested, but I mean, has anyone heard anything? Should we be concerned about his calf?
No, because they said he could have played today.
Illness.
You what you said right. Your first mind was right, B Shack. Your first mind was right. They thought it was sweet. They looked at these teams as sweet. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. They thought these teams was gonna lay down because they had a worse record than them. They thought this was barbecue chicken, and they found out the hard way. Like the great Marlo Stansfield said, "You think it's one way, but it's the other way." And we found out today it was the other way.
Yeah. I see there's some disagreement in the chat. What, Sabir?
Mm-hmm.
So I disagree because health is way more important. But I don't really, like I said, I don't think health is really the issue. I really don't.
Oh, well, hey, B-Shack, they saying in the chat, Pass just said Dame is just sick now. He might have the flu or something. It's not the calf.
Does anyone believe that? Does anyone believe that? Can we cut the garbage? Can we cut the crap? Them dudes ain't sick. Them dudes ain't sick. Look. Them dudes ain't sick. I'll say it. No one else will say it. I'll say it. Giannis ain't sick. Dame ain't sick.
No,
they're at home. They were playing Pictionary. They were playing Jenga.
Bro, you lost to a 76er team that had a bum knee and a backup. And they
You lost to Brooklyn's G League team.
You lost to the 76ers.
But how can we talk? We just lost to the Nets. I mean,
we lost to Brooklyn's G League team.
I mean, let's not. I mean, we're. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing.
I know, but man, I don't win no straight today, man.
I can't even get mad at no straight.
Go ahead.
He's just doing his job.
Right,
he's just doing his job.
Salute
he's just doing his job. That's what he does. To point out that they just lost to the 76ers is like low-hanging fruit.
Right.
which is easy to do, and not even something that I can really concentrate on because we just lost to Brooklyn's G League team.
Thank you.
I know.
Everything that Pass just said. First of all, time out real quick. Salute to the panel. Salute to everybody here. What's going on, good brothers?
What's going on?
I hope everybody's having a good holiday. I hope
Yes,
everyone
sir.
got an opportunity to spend time with the family. This is my folks' home here. I came up to see them.
Nice.
So I'm sitting in my room trying to keep it quiet, you know what I mean? And watching this goofy, serious, unserious goof troop basketball clown cars, stupid ass basketball team. I'm in this toxic relationship with a basketball team that has fouled 3-point shooters. How many different times in this game did we see that? How many different times did we see like a 3-point shooter get fouled? What Pass said was perfectly put. We double teamed Ben Simmons on the 3-point line and left their best shooter, their only shooter, really,
wide
open. I'll go even one step further. Who was it that did that? That was AJ Green who did that. I love AJ Green and the strides that he's made, but this game, the brother just, I don't know where his mind was
One
at.
second, Roz. Hold on 1 second. Pass, appreciate the $2 super chat. Can y'all name any off the bench Nets bench players other than Ben? That also is crazy. No name. Shake Milton.
I can't name their
haven't heard about
starters.
him since Philadelphia, and he killed us tonight.
Wide open threes.
Wide open
I
threes.
can't name their starters. I can't name their starters. Who's their coach? What is Cam's last name? That's how much I don't care about Brooklyn. And we just lost to that. Like No Stray said, we all in the same boat. We in the goofy, stupid, silly, unserious boat, riding down all of us. Brooklyn, not Brooklyn, excuse me, Boston, Milwaukee, all of us look real goofy and stupid right now. You had a whole lineup of some of the best basketball that you could see on Christmas, and we sitting there whining and complaining and moaning and groaning about why we can't get on the Christmas lineup. And then you follow that up with this. You're a joke. You're a joke. We lost to their G League team. We needed Damian and Giannis to beat this version of Brooklyn. We needed them. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? AJ Green. Because there's a couple that are gonna. I'm just gonna dump the clip in a minute, right? AJ Green. I love the strides that you've made, but I need you to start thinking the game, right? There's all shucks. I'm just happy to be on the court. I'm just gonna play with a whole bunch of effort. That time is past. But I'm not. Yeah, it's over. We've reached the expiration date on that, brother. You need to start actually mixing in. I love the effort. I love the fact that you can shoot the ball. I need you to start thinking the damn game, man. Are you serious? You come down. There was a play where it was like a fast break. He was the one handling the ball. You had Taurean Prince over in the corner. No one else had even come across the half-court line. And he's popping up a three. It bricks. They get the ball. Brooklyn gets the ball immediately.
Immediately hits a three.
Yet, later on in the game, there's 2 seconds left on the shot clock. We give you the ball. You trying to pass it off. The whole damn team is screaming at you at this point. Chris Middleton, the coach, he's like, yeah, I'll think better. But then it's you involved in a play where you're double teaming Ben Simmons on a 3-point. You look real stupid right now, brother. And I know that you're not. I need you to start thinking the game. DeLon Wright, the only people who think that you can play basketball are the people over there on Locked On Bucks. Everyone else looks at you like hot dog water. Stop putting DeLon Wright out on the court to humiliate and embarrass himself. He's a flopping, flailing around fish. He is 2 air balls on offense. 2 complete air balls. He's terrible on offense. If he's going to be a one-dimensional player, then I need you to give me the one dimension that you're supposed to give.
I agree with that.
3-point shooters. You're supposed to be a specialist, right? I don't even like the idea of specialists. We already have too many of those on the team, but if that's what you do, then at least give me that. You can't even do that. Shanghai Sharks, here you come. Please get off my team. Please get off my team.
Shanghai Sharks, here we go.
Get him out of here.
Hey, get him out of here. Kim's comment earlier, they said that on Twitter they should ship him to South Korea. Right.
I know the people over in Locked On Bucks ain't gonna like that. They love him. But other than those two great, good
Right.
people over there, no one else feels the line right at all. I need him to not be
Hey,
on my
how do y'all feel
basketball team.
about this comment real quick, yo? I'm gonna let y'all all answer. The Bucks without Giannis and Dame is a G League team.
I don't think so, but tonight I can't really make that argument. They played like one tonight. The first half they played halfway decent basketball. The second half they just decided to not play basketball.
I won't say
Brooks
play
shooting,
basketball. I would say that it's more low IQ. Just
yeah.
so it's Moose 414 said, to be honest, it was sweet. The problem is the Bucks just play dumb basketball at the worst time. There is validity to that statement.
I agree 2,000% with what B Shack said. Gone are the days where we can afford to look our nose down on an opponent and say that we can rest our starters. We started off 2-8. We just got out of the doghouse. Who do
Yeah.
we think that we are that we can afford to rest anybody? Firstly, why is that even a thought? When how many games has Damian, Giannis, and Chris played together all on one
True.
court? You think that's just going to be an automatic connection? You need to cultivate that continuity. Why is it like the first? Because no one thinks that those dudes are sick. Damian went from a calf strain to sickness. Giannis went from back spasms to sickness.
Sickness.
BS. BS. No one thinks that y'all are sick. No, it is the most transparent attempt to load manage, and I don't think that we're in a position that
To
we can
be
load
low
manage.
managing.
I don't.
I agree. We're not good
You
enough for
feel
that.
me?
We need all hands on deck to win most games. Let's keep
And
it
At
real.
all times.
this is when the
At
time
all times. Clearly.
I'm not getting on these guys for acting like that, or if I'm the star and then they try to say, "Oh, we need to sit you down," I'm like, I'm not sitting. I'm not hurt. I'm finna play. That's when I'm getting on Giannis and Dame to like tell the doctors and everybody, like, I need to play. Like I'm not, like sit down.
But
Ain't gonna
But
but
that's how
but in their
Giannis.
defense, they've been playing a ton of minutes.
That's how Giannis has changed, though. Giannis used to be like that, but Giannis, he's at another level, another place in his career right now, and he's falling in line with the culture. But listen, man, I just don't think I just don't think that our supporting staff are on the team supposedly. Uh, I don't think they are so strong that we just feel like we can just sit our two best players, man. Listen, I understand a game or so. I understand a game and strategically here and there. But 3 or 4 games in a row, come on, man. That's
Right.
that's that's crazy.
Like enough already. Yeah. Like you look, if you guys can't give me 82 games or anything like that, then the season itself is too long. You feel me? Like there are gonna be days when you're really injured. I don't know. I'm just into the integrity of the game like that. If you can play, then play. Enough of this resting garbage. Like we don't had too much of that.
You
Had too
play,
much of that. I'm
and
reading. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
hey, so I still don't get what's going on with that. That's got me mad. Like you didn't play Monday, you didn't play last week, and all of a sudden now you didn't play today. I mean, back spasms. I understand back spasms probably bad. I ain't gonna say anything about it. It's still you had a week and a half down there to play today and you didn't do it. Then they try to not have play on Saturday. I'm really looking at them like, look, you don't got no time right now to start losing games now because you guys want sick guys.
Oh no, they'll absolutely play on Saturday. Because I mean, your get out of jail free card has been revoked because of your team.
Right.
Because your team is clearly not good enough to afford you that time to get extra time or whatever to go off and do something goofy. Them dudes at downtown Milwaukee right now, finishing off their last minute, like, I didn't like this gift, so I'm giving it back. They're doing that. That's what they're
Get him.
doing right
Get
now.
him.
Right? Every
But
so often they'll
but
peek into like a little
here's
sport.
the other thing. Here's the other thing. Dame and Giannis just now have been getting their rhythm, their
Facts.
chemistry. And so now you out 3 games in a row. No, this is the fourth game for Dame. It's the fourth or third.
Or
Fourth for Dame.
yeah.
Now you got Do you think they're going to jump on the court and be in sync just right away? It's going to take them a couple of games at least. So I'm saying this is something they need to be working on and getting better and better and better. I just don't understand this approach. It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
1,000% agree. 1,000% agree.
There is no excuse for it. The newer generation is just soft. And why do I say that? If we go back and look at players like John Stockton, who played 16 seasons, do y'all know how many times he played 82 games? Over 10 times. He played 82 games. John Stockton with little shorts and low top sneakers. He played 82 games on a regular basis. This new NBA, soft. New generation, soft. And that's why that's really what it is. It used to be a badge of honor to play 82 games in the NBA. I remember MJ talking about it, Kobe talking about it. They felt like they owed that to the fans. People are paying good money expecting to see superstars play. That's at the end of the day.
And the ratings are dropping. First of all, you got to hear Isaiah Thomas talk about this on the Mark Jackson show. It was hilarious. He masterfully compared the old era to new era. And what's crazy is these guys need more rest, and the game is softer. The old guys are the ones that should have been getting low managing because they was hitting each other. They was yoking one another.
Literally hitting each other. Literally.
The bad basketball. Isaiah Thomas said this. Who are the three of the greatest players ever? He said Kobe, LeBron, and say MJ. He said, let's take MJ and Kobe. What were they the best at? The mid range, the mid post.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're telling me a mid range shot is a bad shot. You see, it's bad basketball now. Dudes running the lanes, running out to the 3-point line. Guys cannot score inside. Their layup packages are garbage. Their mid range and fadeaways is all garbage because they're not even trained to play basketball the right way. And old school fans don't like this basketball, and young people only watch clips. They only
Thank
want to
you.
watch the highlights. So they don't learn the game.
They don't want to. They don't even want to get told what to do. I said this, Amber. Remember, I said this in the chat. I'm like, these guys just want to shoot threes every time. They feel like, oh, who's gonna do the low three? And then all of a sudden, I remember
Y'all done heard me black out on this generation 100 times because I got friends that is older than me that I'm ashamed of that'll sit here and tell me the game is better now. Players are more athletic. Players are this and that. And I'm like, bro, you older than me. You was born in the mid 70s. So you got to see everything and you got the audacity to sit here and tell me about athleticism and skill set. What skills am I seeing? It's three pointers and layups. That's not skill.
That's right.
If y'all go back and watch how Mark Price played point guard, you would be impressed. You go back and watch John Stockton play point guard, you will be impressed. The great Penny Hardaway, watch how he played point guard. None of these point guards can compare to any of the people I just met. They can't hold their spit bucket. They can't hold their spit bucket. And then the IQ.
If for no other reason than they got to load manage. They got to load manage. You coming off Christmas break. What you got the load manage for? That's crazy. What are you doing? Like Isaiah Thomas said, it's perfectly, like, I don't even... Here's my issue, like, with the newest stuff, right? Some teams look good with this newer style of basketball doing it, right? We get on no strays all the time, but Boston does look good when they do it, right? It is a hard strategy to get around. The problem with so many of these other NBA teams is that they think that they're Boston. You are not that basketball team. You are not Golden State. To thine own self, be true. Stay in your lane.
He said, to
and
thine
do what
own
you
self
do.
be true as wild.
Which means that the line, right, to thine own self be true. Make it off my basketball team because there are too many statisticians, running these teams. So you're coming up with this makeshift strategy that you think is going to work for everyone. It doesn't work for everyone. The other night when we played Chicago lost that game because that was the most horribly applied version of this offense. They were 10 of either 43 or 48 from the three-point line, and which absolutely allowed us to beat them. At no point did they say, you know what, the three ball's not going in tonight. Let's work on our mid-range game. Let's work on actually manufacturing offense a little bit closer to the basket because the lid is on the basket. No, with them, it's we live by the three, we die by the three. And there's so many other teams that are doing that. The NBA Cup Finals, that's what OKC did. Live by the three, die by the three. Because the only person that apparently has a mid-range game on that team is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Don't tell me that OKC is this legendary team when that is the case. It's one-trick ponies. So many of these guys. And that's why it looks bad. It is a bad product for so many of these teams. Because they don't have any other options, any other answers. I'm sitting there yelling at Chicago like I'm a Chicago fan when we were playing them. This like you don't have any other offense at all, right? So it's just throw bricks at the rim and embarrass your fans and all the rest of it. I wanted to respond to a comment real quick, right?
One second before you respond. Hey, Bleach Report boss, let me tap in Mr. Bahamas real quick before it get too late.
All right.
Appreciate it. Go get your last words. Let me let him get so I can get Gibson in here before it get too late. Go ahead, Bleach Report boss.
Well, I was going to go to your point. I just feel overall that the game has been lazy, more lazy than soft, because they don't want to. It's like everybody the same playbook. Like nobody had a different playbook. You can't tell what's the difference between these teams anymore. You can't tell what the team's strengths and weaknesses because they everybody's trying to shoot a three all the time. With the Bucks, at least you have when Giannis plays, you know you're gonna get inside. You know Dame gonna do his thing. But when you look at every other team, what's the difference? What's really different with these other teams? What's the nucleus of these teams that you know? Okay, you gotta make sure you stop going inside. It's not that anymore. It's just shoot threes and whatever after that. And
it's threes and layups. That's it.
That's it. It's ridiculous. So
appreciate you, Bleach Report boss. Let me get it. I'll hit you up later, Bleach Report.
All right, man.
All right. Let me tap you in, Gibson. Let me tap you in. Go ahead, Dr. Smith. I'm just tapping in Mr. Bahamas.
I'm reading this comment. It's from Moose 414. Salute, It's Moose. He said, Dr. Smith, that wasn't on AJ Green for that dumb double. It's on Bobby for not switching when Cam set the pick. Firstly, why do you need to double at all? Why do you need to double at all? I get that there was a double and then someone else is supposed to. There's no need to double at all on Ben Simmons. You know how most of the teams play him? They drop back like 2 feet and they say, do what you're going to do from the three-point line. You ain't going to do nothing. You allow us to double team other players and leave you wide open because you're Ben Simmons. Because you spent a career not being able to shoot the ball. I don't know if he's scared or injured or whatever the case may be.
Can I give you a quick stat? I just want to give you a quick stat if y'all didn't see that pop up on the screen. Ben Simmons hit his first shot outside of the paint against us since 2023.
And I don't even believe that. I think the last time he did it, Good Times was still coming on network television.
Mr. Smith, can you imagine the other team beyond the three-point line throwing a double team at Ajax? Could you imagine that? That's almost the equivalent. Because Ben Simmons ain't going to shoot from a certain distance. He's just not, man. And so we need players that can think the game and think the game. When we were talking about trying to name some point. Look, remember, I'm gonna throw a name at you. Just somebody that stayed in the league for 15 years, 16 years, had over 8,000 points, and you probably haven't mentioned his name in years because no one forgot about it. Everyone forgot about him. But if you put him in the NBA today, he'd be one of the top 5 smartest players. Here's a name for a blast from the past: Andre Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andre Miller was a walk in 2010.
Very smart.
Yeah, very smart. Walk in 2010.
But players like that are far and few now. Far and few. Players don't think the game. What happened to getting other teams in the bonus and then just wearing them out down low and being said. Now that's one thing I appreciated about Dame. Dame Dame thinks about stuff like that. Okay, then the bonus keeps driving. But a lot of these players don't even think, don't even look at how many fouls.
Now he's cooking. Now he's cooking. But that's why I always am concerned. And I say it game after game is the IQ. And at some point, I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but we got to start looking at Doc. And why do I say that? If you look at the elite teams and the coaches, you would see that those teams take on the personality of those coaches. If you got a Tom Thibodeau, you're going to play hard-nosed defense. You're going to play minutes. You're going to play a certain type of game. If you got Eric Spoelstra as your coach, you're going to have a certain type of game. And I just feel like I don't know what our identity is with Doc Rivers. What is his thing? What is his stick? Is it defense? What does he do? How does he make us a better team? And that concerns me because when we're in the playoffs, we're playing elite teams with elite coaches. So already when we playing teams above 500, we already got to push Bobby out of the equation. Bobby doesn't play against good teams. So you already know that's gone. And then we got a coach that just puts random people in the game. There's no rhyme or reason. It's almost like he closes his eyes and just points. There's no rhyme or reason. And it's very concerning that you're still just throwing people out there and you don't have a firm rotation or people you can count on, nor does he have any situational awareness. DeLon Wright was absolutely stinking up the place, and he kept running him back out there. He kept running him back out there. He didn't put Ajax in at all in the second half. That's inexcusable. That's inexcusable. I'm the more I'm watching, I'm concerned about Doc a little bit. I'm just gonna say that. I'm concerned about Doc. I'm gonna let you finish up, then we're gonna go to Mr. Bahamas down here. Go ahead, Dr. Smith. No, were you finishing?
Yeah. It was me. I just think it was an experiment game. It's an experiment game. He looked at this Brooklyn team and he said, "Oh yeah, these dudes are guppies or whatever." So I still can't. You can't convince me that Dame and Giannis are really sick. I can't definitively say that because they might be at home coughing and sneezing and cursing at the TV, watching Amara's Logic and watching me call them out or whatever.
Right,
they might really be sick, but no one believes that, right? And so he said, "All right, these guys we're gonna run a science experiment on them." Right. And like I said before in a couple of these lives before, Doc's thing, I honestly think is sink or swim with these guys, right? He's going to throw them out there and he's not going to save them by calling a play. He's not going to save them by putting like the lineups out there that we think are advantageous. I think in the long run, I do like his approach because he's getting other guys time to try and figure things out. I'm not going to give you the answers to the test. I'm putting you in live fire situations where you're going to have to figure basketball out, right? If I'm always having to call a play, then the free-flowing aspect of basketball is lost on you. You're not figuring it out. The problem is that, just like you said, there are some guys who, when Doc is giving you the opportunity to think your way out of the box, you are making some of the most epically stupid decisions going. You're in the NBA. Doc got to give you the answers on all of this. Where's your situational awareness, AJ Green? There's 2 seconds left on the shot clock. What are you doing? That was out of a timeout. They drew up a play out of a timeout. And you didn't know how many seconds were left on the shot clock? You're fouling three-point shooters? DeLon Wright is still making his way on the court somehow, some way? How does that happen? How does it happen all the time? Like, the only way that you are going to improve the thinking on this team is if you have games like that. The problem is that there's still a lot of work to do. I think that's like my end synopsis, is that when it comes to raising the IQ of the team, that you can be trusted, there are too many guys who are just instinctive. They're not thinkers. You're not thinkers of the game, or you just haven't arrived to that place yet.
Well,
So
Mr. Smith,
we have a lot more Saturdays. We have a lot more
Mr.
Saturday
Smith,
detentions.
real quick. I had mentioned earlier that the reason AJ Green started getting more minutes was in part because at the beginning of the year, Gary Trent Jr. could not find his shot.
Correct.
Since then, he has found his shot. He's found his rhythm. Don't you think that either Delon Wright's minutes need to go away and increase Gary Trent's minutes, or hey, cut back a couple of AJ Green's minutes and give those to Gary Trent? Because I think Gary Trent now is playing a lot better. He's a little more dependable. When I'm gonna be honest, if it's a wide open shot, I have more. If I have to say who's going to make it, I personally have more confidence in Gary Trent than AJ Green. AJ Green makes a spectacular shot, which makes him look like a great shooter, and he is a very good shooter. But I think when Gary Trent gets going, I think he can shoot just as well.
So for me, I'm not quite there yet, because I do really like what AJ Green has done on both ends of the court. I think Gary Trent Jr.'s defense is not dependable, really. He gambles too much. You know what I mean? And so for me, that I think is where AJ Green is still beating him. I think AJ Green is the better
I agree
3-point
with that.
shooter. It didn't look like that tonight, though. This tonight's game was not a commercial for what it is. The argument that I'm making now, right? If he played every game like he did by tonight, then yeah, absolutely, you got to go away. But I think AJ Green's taking Pat Connaughton's minutes. I didn't think he took Gary Trent's minutes. I thought he took Pat Connaughton's minutes. I thought Ajax took Gary Trent's minutes.
I would say that.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Ajax is that point of attack defender. And in that regard, I think Ajax as a point of attack defender is elite. I think he's entered elite status with that. Or is at least knocking on the door.
Knocking the door. Yep, agreed.
Right? But his offense is still, it leaves a lot to be desired. You know what I mean? As far as
hold on. Hey, we gotta let Gibson talk. He almost went to sleep. Go ahead, Gibson. I just caught it. Hold on. Go ahead, Gibson, before you fall asleep on the mic. Go ahead, Gibson.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Bahamas. Go ahead.
I ain't sleeping. I'm a salute to the chat. Happy holidays to everybody.
Thank
Happy
you,
holidays, Dr. Smith. I'm enjoyed. I hope you enjoy your vacation. I thought you was in the Bahamas. I thought you was in the Bahamas. Salute to B-Shack. Well,
no, I was in Cancun, but
I was in the Bahamas.
maybe next Christmas.
I was in the Bahamas. What?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Look at, hey, we move around over here, sir. We move around over here, sir.
That's what's up.
None of the games lately. I wasn't really, because I was so busy behind
right.
But I didn't catch the game. So like what Dr. Smith and B-Shack said earlier, I agree with 100% of what y'all say. This era right now that the guys are playing, it is soft. It is a soft era, but no more in the post. Every big man want to shoot the three. They don't post up no more. The mid range, nobody taking advantage of that no more. Everybody just want to jack up a bunch of threes. They don't play
They act like 2 points don't count no more.
The hand checking defense, B-Shack and Mr. Smith, remember the hand checking defense? They took that away. They take that away. All kind of things they change. You're bumping the person, that's a foul. All kind of such a footage. So they making the game is very boring. It is not entertaining how it used to be when you see Jordan and the bad boys them used to play. Used to be an entertainment game because everybody coming over there.
Facts. And when they got fouled, it was real fouls. You didn't see grown men arching their back when they get touched to try to like sell a foul. There's no way as a grown man, I'm a full grown man, that I'm gonna sit there to get a foul, arch my back. What? What? And you're telling me these dudes is better than back in the day? Just because they got tattoos don't mean they tough. Just because they got tattoos don't mean they tough. These dudes is soft as Charmin out here. Soft as Charmin. They cry over any call. And people were getting split open in the 80s and 90s and still hoping.
Yep.
Split
So
open. Put some tape on it. I'm good. I'm back out here. Now you got these back archers out here. Man, listen. Let me chill out. Go ahead, Gibson. Let me chill out, bro. Go ahead, Gibson.
so the thing is, I don't like with the Bucks that for when we look at it for the season, we haven't beat Cleveland yet at once. We haven't beaten them at once yet for the season, and Doc Rivers
Facts.
have to try to get it together because you know what, it is not no more time left for this team. We have to try pick it up, put things together in place. I thought he shouldn't have everything together, but now you shouldn't have your rotation and straight. You shouldn't have your bench press straight. For example, Bobby cannot play defense for nothing in the world. He just go up against bad teams, but when he play against good teams, he disappear. So we have to. We've been preaching this on this chat for a very long time that we need another big man to go along with Brook. Because when I sit down the other day and I think about it, if if the Milwaukee Bucks added another big man, that would have been enough firepower to go against the Cleveland Cavaliers big two against the Mobley and the Jared Allen. We do not have that because you have a GM who sit in the front office. He just put all kind of silly trades together. Don't take his time to say, you know what? Let me think about the vision of this team. How could I get this team better to compete, to play at a higher level? Let me don't wear out my superstars. Let me go out on the market and grab and make a move. If someone is not making any sense, like a Pat Connaughton, a Marjan Beauchamp, and a Pep, you could send that out and try to get some help for the team. Say, okay, guys, you're trying to get some help. We're trying to make this team better because we are being put out 2 years in a row in the playoff. How could I get this team ready to compete against a team like the Boston Celtics, the Cleveland Cavaliers? That's what John was supposed to be thinking right there. That's his vision. His vision is supposed to say, I need to step up my game as a GM. Let me make better decisions. Let me don't trade bad players for old players. Let me go and make sensible trade with the help of the team. You see where I come from, B Shaq and Mr. Smith? These are the things we're looking at. And we cannot afford to lose another playoff exit this year. It will look bad on the organization, it will look bad on the players, it will look bad because we cannot afford that. So we need to get players with getting involved. If the long ride is not making any sense, ship him out of here. If Pat Cannon is not making any sense, get him out of here. We are we need to build we need to have that winning mentality like Jordan had. We need to be obsessed with winning. We want to win. If you don't want to win, sit your behind in the locker room. You don't have to come on the court. I want to win. If you don't want to win, that's on you. I'm going over there to compete every night and give my heart 100%. I want to win. And these are the mentality what Giannis and Dame need to put in their head. You cannot be sitting now. After this look like Amber, since they win the Emerald Cup, everybody just going berserk. They forget, no, the job is
They
not done.
forgot the pain that they put in to get to where they at and that they thought it was sweet. That's what I'm saying.
No,
They thought it was sweet.
the job is not done. Like with the late Kobe Bryant said, the job is not finished. I satisfied
That
with
was
that.
a great quote.
I'm not, the job is not done. The job is not done. So when the job is done is when I hang that banner at Pfizer Farm and hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy. Then I know the job is finished. In the meantime, I'm going out there every night to play. I don't care with back spasm. I'm going out there to compete. If I got a flu, Jordan played with the flu. The flu game he played and he delivered. Why these guys can't do it today? These are the things I look at. So these guys need to be toughen up and stop being a little child. Toughen up, you as a man. You gotta go there. I spending my money as a fan to come and watch you play and you don't play. No man, we gotta go there and compete, not only for ourselves. Let's go there and compete for the fans. We go there to play for the fans, and not only for the fans, Hammer, and for the city. Let's represent the city. So we gotta go there and play with heart. So what I want the Bucks to do, whenever we got to play Cleveland again, we have to try to get a win because we are not having beaten this team for the season as yet. That game
We ain't
against
beat
Boston,
Boston either. We ain't beat Boston either.
we
Or
got to
New
try to
York.
get.
Or New York. We
Or
haven't beat the
Memphis.
top teams in the East yet.
So that's
And
what
until
Doc
then, until we beat them, we frauds. That's my
right.
honest opinion. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I feel this team is fraudulent until they can show they can beat an elite team in the East. Period. Let's keep it a
So
buck.
I'm a Doc Rivers have to know that if we screw up, we will have to be very, very, very careful of selecting the coach to represent this team. We cannot go and get no coach who don't have no experience. Now we need a coach who could put the players them in the best situation to win. Who knows X's and knows who could bring a more disciplined play style to say, you know what? When you was playing with Doc, I was doing this. We don't need that. We need a coach who could get on them and have them flying over the gym, playing the young guys, giving the guys them minutes, believing in the guy. Uh, Marjan has not touched the floor. I haven't seen Chris Livingston touch the floor yet. What about Tyler Smith? Doc gotta give him some run. He haven't doing it. He rather put in the old pillars like DeLon Wright with throwing the ball away. Come on, man, Doc. Come on, dog. You got the year is going to end. You
But
gotta come on.
it,
Yes, wins.
Hold on one second. Go ahead, B Shaq. But before you do that, hold on. I
it's
just want to address something real quick.
yeah.
Lamont Games said trade Dame 2 second-round draft picks for Maxey. This
No,
isn't NBA. One second. This isn't NBA 2K, bro. We are in the second apron, and why would you want to trade? Like, first of all, why would we want to do that? And second of all, why would Philadelphia want that? They already got 2 old players on their team. He's their only like. We got no more of these fantasy draft like this NBA 2K like trade proposals y'all got going on. We got to be realistic. Dame is not going anywhere, sir. Giannis is not going anywhere. They are the cornerstones of this franchise moving forward. What we need to do is build around those players with high IQ. And we're not doing no big blockbuster trades this season. I don't see it. Anything that's going to be done major in this team will be in the off season. Period. You don't got to worry about it. Unless it's dollar for dollar,
Yeah.
we can't do nothing. So all the fantasy trades, knock it off. It's not possible.
Yeah,
We gotta get money off the books. Ain't no money coming off the books until this off season. Bobby and Brooke come off the books. So until then, this team is what it is. We may get a player in the buyout market, maybe, but even then, we don't even have a roster spot open. We can't even bring Dennis Smith Jr. up because the roster is full. Y'all gotta pay attention to details. Pay
yeah.
attention to details. We're in the second apron. We have a full roster. Okay? Just pay attention to details, y'all.
I just don't even understand how you extrapolate that out of what you saw tonight.
Yeah.
Because if anything, that makes Dame more valuable. It's the fact that without Dame and Giannis, we couldn't beat a G League team. Why would you want to trade that? That is the issue. That's the issue to me.
Let me say something about Doc. And I need everybody in the chat, before you just lose your mind, I need y'all to think about what I'm saying. We have a lot riding on Doc. There's more riding on Doc than we think. And here is why. After Doc, I personally don't think there is anybody else to come in to coach Giannis. I'm gonna tell you why. Giannis, in a way, we love him. I wouldn't want any other superstar but him. He's kind of outgrown his britches a little bit. If y'all can remember, under Adrian Griffin, Giannis was a all-out rebellion. He was sitting on the scorer's table. He was checking himself in. You would never thought Giannis would act like that. Because remember, Giannis said, I'm European. We listen to our coaches. I do what the coach tells me to do. Giannis totally violated that under Adrian Griffin. He did not respect him. You don't get many coaches other than Spoelstra, my man down San Antonio, Steve Kerr, that have more playoff championship experience than Doc. Giannis ain't gonna listen to nobody else. You bring somebody else in here, I think this may be the last coach that Giannis has here. Either Doc's gonna stay here, or when he goes, Giannis is one going to go, because Giannis, I feel like
This is
he's
interesting.
got this point now where he's a two-time MVP. He's a defensive player of the year. He's an All-Star MVP. He's a NBA Cup MVP. There's not many people Giannis gonna listen to now, and so I think Doc has his respect, and that's what I'm saying. A lot is riding on Doc. I want Doc to be successful, but you're not gonna listen. My man sitting on the bench next to him, Darvin Ham. I hate to say this. I look at Darvin Ham sometimes. I hear how people talk about him. I think he's damaged goods. I don't think he has that cachet anymore. So there's a lot riding on Doc. Whether we want to admit it or not, there's a lot riding on him, because if you're gonna bring someone else in here behind Doc, it better be someone with a lot of
And
experience,
championship pedigree.
A championship pedigree. It's gotta be. Y'all not gonna accept less.
See, for me, I don't think Doc is doing a bad job. I'm more of a personal accountability person, right? In this game, how many times did we have like someone step on the boundary line and cause a turnover? That's not a Doc thing. You're in the NBA, bro. We got to tell you where to place your feet to stay in bounds. That's not Doc. Like, his players made him look bad tonight because guys are out there doing goof troop, stupid, dumb decision things. DeLon Wright flopping all around, not knowing where he's supposed to be in the rotation of players, right? Throws his body in some uncoordinated spaghetti-looking way to try and block a three. The guy pump fake, step to the side. What did DeLon Wright do? Do a complete 360 turnaround and foul a three-point shooter. That's not on Doc. That's on someone who should not be in the NBA at this point. You're supposed to be an NBA level defender. We got to tell you what's wrong with what you just did? You're fucking terrible.
It's all good. We late in the show. It's all good.
I'm hot, right? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, panel. My fault, right? Lost self-control. But that's how these guys got me feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be the one thing that you do. That's not on Doc. That's him. That's some of these players in their decision making. Like AJ Green coming down and popping a three with less than 2 seconds. That's not a Doc. Then when we actually need you to shoot the three, you're trying to pass the ball off. That's not a Doc thing. That's a you thing. You have to, at some point, have to qualify to be in the NBA before we even start coaching you. That means at some point you've demonstrated aptitude for playing at this level. That was the problem tonight. These dudes just...
Why is Ajax going behind his back like he's Earl Pro Monroe?
See, stuff like that.
What was that?
Stuff like that. Ajax, you are just... It's so and then I gotta go, right? I feel everything that B-Shack is saying, right? I think that, and it's kind of runs in line with what I've seen from the Bucks over the years. This is not even a Doc thing, right? We just got out of the doghouse not too long ago with the way that we had started the season. We were 2-8. We just got out of the doghouse. What's the first thing that we do when we get out of the doghouse? We put it in cruise control. We mentally go on slouch. We can't afford to do that. Once again, we get humbled. We get humbled once again. All that noise that we were making, all that mouth that we had about playing on Christmas, and you lose to Brooklyn's G League team. So now we're humbled. So we've seen this movie before. Here's what's going to happen. On Saturday, Dame and Giannis are miraculously going to be healthy, and they're going to be there, right? Right? Because they can't afford to load manage because we don't have the team that affords us the ability to do so. I don't believe in this load management nonsense either. That's what got us on the conversation about today's NBA. The point that you made is 100% valid. These dudes have to load manage, and they play a softer brand of basketball. And you need a break from that. There are no more Anthony Masons or Charles
Rick
Oakley's waiting
Mahorns,
for you in the post.
Even a Kenyon Martin.
Right. Those guys don't exist anymore. They would throw them out of the game anymore. So what are you afraid of? And we need to load
I got
manage
you, Gibson.
from that. So you try to load manage your guys and got burnt because the guys you left behind to hold up the banner for this team are apparently not very smart basketball players at all. So Doc's in this position where he's trying to raise the IQ and he's taking a sink or swim approach because I'm not going to give you the answers. You're going to have to think it out. You're going to have to figure it out. And we got guys who just, they need a lot more work when it comes to figuring things out. Do I think that we'll figure it out by the time it's all said and done? Yeah. But we're going to have games like this that are going to infuriate me, got me cursing in front of ministers in here and stuff like that. Now I feel terrible. Like, you know what I mean?
That's all good.
But they're gonna have me doing that. They're gonna have me cursing at the TV. I'm not the person to watch the game with when it's actively happening. I'm terrible, especially tonight. Especially tonight after all of that.
I'm
We'll
gonna
be
do it,
all right.
Robert. Let's get your last words. Let's get your last words there, Roz, and we're gonna spin the block and we're gonna end with B Shack on you though.
Humbled is the word that we need to use today. I don't want to hear, it's the same thing that I said at the beginning of the season. I don't want to hear the talking. I don't want, it was back then, it was Dame going out, I'm going to give you the best version of myself and this, that, and the third. And all of that has happened. Dame is the best version of himself, but all of us said collectively, we don't want to hear the talking. We just want to see the playing. We started off like garbage. We just got out of the doghouse. Immediately, as soon as we get out of the doghouse, we're right back to talking again. I don't want to hear the talking. Stop whining and complaining and crying about a Christmas game that we didn't deserve and just play basketball. There are no nights off.
Facts.
There's no load managing, none of that. All of you have had ample time off. If you can't play an 82 game season, then you shouldn't be in the league, period. Period. The females got to play 365 days a year to make any kind of money. You guys are whining and complaining about an 82 game season.
Right.
Play basketball. Show up, play basketball. Don't
Led
say
by the
nothing.
Charmin leader in the NBA, LeBron James. We play too many games. We play too many games. He started it. I'm blaming him for load man. It was created. He created load management. You can start talking about the Spurs, but he emphasized load management. LeBron James. But carry on, sir.
I just go out and play games. It's embarrassing right now. I'm a proud Bucks fan, but I'm embarrassed right now. We just lost to one of the worst basketball teams in the league where we apparently needed Damian and Giannis to beat them.
And you know what's disrespectful? I just saw what you said too, No Strays. No Strays said, and the Nets are trying to lose on purpose because they're trying to tank, and we still lost. And 78, I agree. That 7-minute stretch with DeLon Wright where he had all them turnovers, that was a momentum changing portion in the game. That's when I'm starting to question Doc's IQ. This is the point in the game. Thank you for diagnosing that 78 salute. That's coaching. When you see DeLon Wright playing terrible, B Shack, is that not coaching and you not taking him out the game? That's not the player's fault. Doc is letting that player play. He has to be held accountable for some of these rotations.
Yep.
Right. I take Juju Watkins over DeLon Wright today.
See, I knew I shouldn't have said that. said Juju Watkins. I knew
Thing
I
is a
should have
joke.
said
I
that.
watched that UConn game. I watched that game with UConn. She could hit a mid-range shot pretty
Effectively.
regularly. Out you go. Get out of here, man.
Yo.
Go tell the people at Locked On Bucks that.
It's wild. And then he don't got no shame. He just gonna sit there, no shame. Juju Watkins. Go ahead, Ross. You go ahead and finish your statement so we go to it's all you, Gissy. My man, Dr. Smith is wild frustrated today. I don't like it.
My biggest concern is that what Joe was saying tonight with Chris Middleton. I would like to ask this question, the Bucks Nation. Yes, we understand that Chris Middleton helped them win that 21 championship Are the Bucks plan on moving him anytime soon or trading him and to get someone sensible on this team? Because man, every time I see him dribble those balls, my head hurt. I get a headache. I got a headache. So why are we holding on to these players so too long, Amber, that we're refusing to let go of them to get somebody else younger to help contribute to this team? Yes, we understand we're not throwing shades on Middleton, but I think it is time that the Milwaukee Bucks do a little cleanup house would need to be clean to get some money off the Bucks to get the cap space a little lighter so we could open up some space to get some suitable players would want to win. We need players would have a
But there's
winning
nothing we
mentality.
can do until the off season, Gibson. There's nothing that can be really done to the off season until some of that money falls. Now the thing is, to your point is, once that money comes off the books, we need to use that money wisely. That's
Right.
that's that that's key. That we use the money wisely. If that's with Horst or whoever the GM is at that time, we gotta. As I know y'all love Brooke. Brooke gotta go. Brooke
Yep.
gotta go.
One
Brooke
I
gotta
agree
go
with
unless
you.
we can re-sign him at a vet minimum or something like that to help the
Oh yeah,
team.
he's Preston Smith now.
Yeah,
You stay on the team if you get like a massive pay cut.
right.
That's how you stay on the team. You can't. We can't. That's a no brainer.
Yeah, we
That's a no
can't pay him more
brainer.
than minimum. We paying him too much money, and then we need a younger big man what could know how to get rebounds. We don't need a big man again who just want to jack up a bunch of threes. We need a big man who could be more in the post, who have a post game. Put your back against the post and play like how the
But
guys
see that
the
that's where I'm gonna go again in on Doc real quick. Doc sees that he has a 7-footer, right, on his team in Brooke Lopez. Shouldn't Doc be able to tell Brooke go in the post or run plays for Brooke to be in the post? I'm not gonna
yep.
cut Doc no slack. Doc be doing a lot of stupid stuff out there that I can't make. It's inexcusable to me. He's clearly the biggest man on the floor. I know he was hitting threes, but after that stopped and you saw the lull on the team, why were you not giving the ball feeding Brooke in the post? I am not a Glenn Rivers fan like that. He has to show me. He got to earn my respect. I
You
know
call
what
him,
my IQ is. I done took tests. I know what my IQ is, and I don't trust his. I'm
you
just
called
keeping
him
it
by
a dollar.
his government name. Oh
No
man,
more Doc. Doc mean you smart. We call Dr. Smith because he's smart. We spitting in Dr. Smith's face by calling Glenn Rivers Doc Rivers. We are literally spitting in Dr. Smith's face. I'm not doing it no more. It's Glenn Rivers until further
oh
notice.
oh oh
Go
oh.
ahead and finish Gibson. Then we go to B Shack. Don't sit here call
Nah,
this man Doc. And we got one here that got way more sense.
well I
Well,
wouldn't
And a full lining. And he got a
well I,
full natural lining.
well
No
I'm the best.
Beijing. Full natural lining. Salute, Dr. Smith. Go ahead, Gibson.
salute,
I'm the
salute,
best
salute.
would say that the Bucks just need to fire Dr. and hire Dr. Smith and Bishak and Mr. Cool and make them three the assistant coach of this
Right.
team.
Bring this. We gonna bring the chat. Hey, cause you know what? Go ahead, Gibson. We'll go to B Shack. Let me not get too wound up. Go ahead.
Let let Dr. Smith be the coach and Bishak is the assistant.
There you
And then
go.
you add Mr. Cool on that team, you get a
Right.
super team. And you know Mr. Smith will put the fire under
Right.
them. I
And
wouldn't
then we
blame you,
throw
Mr.
scales
Right,
in there for player personnel. We throw
And
throw
right.
scales
bring
out there for player
That's who y'all need to be
and,
listening
personnel.
to.
and bring in Phil Handy to work with that dribbling too.
Oh,
That's who y'all need to be
Hey,
listening to, right?
we wildin' right now. Go ahead, let's end with you, B Shack. Go ahead, B Shack.
Well,
Salute.
listen, I listen. We forget that the narrative coming out of the NBA Cup was now let's see what they do against competition, and then we got waxed by Cleveland. We got waxed
yep.
right
Get
there. We
sure.
should have been like, oh, we got to tighten up now. But no, they went the opposite direction. And I got news for you. We match up better with Boston than Cleveland.
Yep.
I
Cleveland, we
said
got to
that
worry
before.
about. And
I
Said that
feel what you're
before.
saying, Hoy Street E, but the Celtics and us are two different in two different leagues right now. Yeah, they done lost 3 or 4, but they done only lost 8 games all year. Cleveland has
yeah,
only lost 4 games all year, Hoy Street E. And the
that's right.
problem and the problem is I feel what you're saying, but I'm gonna go back to this to retort to your question. What is our identity? What do we do?
Yep. We don't.
What do we do?
Yeah, yeah,
Not only that, but respectfully, that's not even true, right? Because I saw some of their fans going like completely like goof
Berserk.
troop, like talking about we need to trade Jaylen Brown. Trade Jaylen Brown. That's your MVP in the. But
listen,
that's what some of them have been saying, for sure.
listen.
Trade Jaylen Brown. That was your best player in the
Right.
finals. Trade him over this last stretch. Now, I'm not saying going like completely nuclear on your team is like the thing that you need to be doing. The stuff that we're bringing up is stuff that's been existing all year round. We started 2-8. The Celtics didn't start 2-8.
No.
That's what
Right.
Bishak was talking about. This is a humility thing. We
Yeah,
lack humility. Who do we think we are? That's the problem.
Facts.
Who do we think we are?
I don't get.
We just got out of the doghouse. We're gonna sit. Get out of here. Come on. Like we and crying and whining about a Christmas game. And we
Yeah,
lose to
that's the last
Brooklyn's
of our
G League
concern.
team.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
I,
Go ahead and take us home, B Shaq.
yeah. Listen. We have to tighten up, and we have to start taking the respecting the game more. Uh, you know, that sounds like a corny statement, but I grew up in the Bronx. I went to college in Queens to St. John's in the Big East. Basketball is almost like a religion in New York. And you got to respect the game. New York was a place where the dudes was. Listen, Mark Jackson, Ross Strickland, all those dudes used to come out to the park, and we could tell them if they were playing trash. There was accountability. These players now live in these glass houses, man. They're in their own world, their own bubble. But they better wake up because there's a lot riding on this Buck season. They were very fortunate to turn this season around. They were headed to a place that is the abyss. And we were very fortunate. You should be grateful that you turned it around. Don't take it for granted.
Right.
Don't take your success for granted. You have to really, really. You don't know how long Giannis is going to be. You don't know how long they're going to keep him and Dame together. We don't know much longer Middleton's going to be here. Now is the time to really be serious about your basketball team.
Facts.
All
Appreciate
facts.
that. Yeah, appreciate y'all tapping in here. Hey, hopefully moving forward, Dr. Smith, the Bucks can play better, so you can be a little bit more calm. But I gotta be honest, I am entertained when you turned up, and I think the people are entertained. I'm not saying I want the Bucks to lose. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying when you turned up, it's hey, hey,
Maybe that's in the future. You
hey.
put a live stream on me watching, but that is straight not safe for work. Um, I can't watch it with my significant other. She's nowhere to be found when the game comes on. I'm a mess. You see, nowhere to be
I
around.
agree, but I hope moving forward, this next game on Saturday we play a little better, so we can have a little bit calmer conversations. I think and
Absolutely.
positive. I hope so. Gibson,
Absolutely.
appreciate you
Hopefully.
tapping in. Shout out to Mr. Bahamas. B Shack, shout out to you. Hey, one of the most controversial figures, but always makes us think with his commentary. Shout out to B Shack down there in Miami. Okay, I see you. All right, y'all.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all tapping in. All right, bro.
Peace. Peace.
This is unfortunate, but it was entertaining today. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It was unfortunate we lost, but y'all was super entertaining. Hey, Boston fans are crazy, but we did not fire coach after going 30-13. We didn't fire the coach for going 30-13. We fired the coach because none of the players liked him and they wasn't playing for him. That's really what it was. They said they didn't like him. Brooke didn't like him. Bobby P didn't like him. And what y'all don't understand is this organization is ran by the players, not the organization. The players said they didn't like Adrian Griffin. And then they said, oh, we're getting him out of there. That's it. That's why he's gone. It wasn't management's decision. It was the players. They got him. Brook didn't like that he had the defense that they was forcing him to play. Bobby didn't like it. They got him up out of there. We got to stop making it seem like the management just fired. Hold the players accountable. The players did that. That had nothing to do with management. What up, Nemesis? Nice to be with you too, bro. Salute. Oh, wow. 2 Red Violin came in with the heat. The Bucks are living on fool's gold as long as Doc is a coach. Wow. Jimmy Roller was good. Salute to you too. Trina said fact. I'm just trying to tell the truth. We got to start, that Adrian Griffin, we got to start saying who did it. It wasn't the management. That was players. I'm just saying. But we got another game Saturday, y'all. I'm happy to be back. We about to start grinding again. I got recharged. I'm ready to go. Got to chill in some warm weather for a little bit back here, and I'm ready to get it in. And I'm happy it actually ain't too cold in the mill. So that was cool too. What up, boy, mommy? I see you. So I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition, where we just got done talking about the atrocity that happened down at Fiserv Forum in front of friends and family, where the Bucks lose to the Brooklyn Nets 105-111. This game was lost in the fourth quarter, where the Bucks were outscored 35-23. We had a strong first half, and we had a just terrible second half, and it cost us the game. I just hope that Giannis and Dame come back to get the ball back going and start to continue to get their chemistry together, and let's move forward. But I am a little concerned about Chris Middleton. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Chris Middleton looked like he has no burst anymore, so I am a little concerned about that. Hopefully he can turn that around, but we'll see. All right, y'all. Comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. Share the electrifying content. Go.